Hi. Hello. How's everyone doing? Let's do a reading. These energies. I don't know about these energies, man, but we're going to find out. Something else. See, my last reading, I said the energies were going to be a little bit dense, right? And I really felt like the 23rd, 25th, that energy would start to lift. And here it is, the 23rd that I'm recording. Man, I feel so much better. I wouldn't touch my cards. I canceled all my readings for the last week simply because the energy was so tense. And as an energy reader, I absorbed some of that. And it's my job to be able to protect myself against that, protect my tools against that. And the energy was so dense, I put my cards away. I turned down readings, which, but it is what it is, and I am never going to come to you and bring you or risk picking up on energies that bring you harm or myself harm. So let's stick with, these lighter energies. It's just what it is. There will always be dense energies. There will always be negativity, and it is, it is our practice, our spiritual work, and our faith and our commitment that keeps us balanced. Daily meditation, exercise, healthy food, healthy stuff for the brain, like music, isochronic tones, binaural beats, it's very important because there's always going to be negative, and there's always going to be dark energies. There's always going to be shadows. There's always going to be the human aspect of us, right? And so all we can do about that is keep our vibration high, recognize and accept that that's a part of this reality, right? And to balance it as best as we can, obviously within ourselves, but in the outer world, that's where you shine your light. Your light exposes those shadows, right? And so they're not hidden anymore. And when they're not hidden, there's something you can work with, there's something you can understand, and there's something that you can take in properly. It's not a surprise. Anyways, let's get to this reading. If that made any sense at all, hopefully it did. I've been having a lot of trouble communicating and with my speech lately. I'm epileptic, and my speech, man, there's times I stutter like no other, so I really appreciate y'all being kind. You guys have been wonderful. All right, energy read. Ancestor spirit guides, what do we got? I would like to know for the viewers here today, current and future energies to come, anything they need to know. What do we need to pick up on? Okay, we need to have a talk. This energy, okay, literally, you can call me crazy if you want, whatever, this is what it is. Okay, there is that dark devil energy, and I'm not talking hell. I'm talking there's a very dense energy and negative energy. There will always be those darker entities that want to pull you into the darkness, want to tell you, oh, hey, look over here, do this, and while you're doing it, you fall down to the bottom. You hit rock bottom, right? The devil leaves you reaching for something that you will never, ever be able to grasp. So in the end, you feel like a failure. In the end, you feel that self-doubt, right? I have the devil with the high priestess reversed, okay? You are the high priestess. Whether you are masculine or feminine, you are the high priestess. We all have it within us. This is your intuition. Your intuition is being silenced by that goal of happiness, reaching for happiness, always wanting that end result. But when you look for that end result constantly, you miss what is right in front of you. You've worked so hard and it's right in front of you, but because you're looking to the future, you're looking for that end result, you miss what's right in front of you. And this is the trickery of the devil energy. Okay, this is a devil energy. So this is the trickery of it. So focus on your now moment. Are you happy in your now moment? Or are you looking past everything that is going on in this current moment to see that end result. And in the meantime, your life is just going to shambles because you're not in it. You're not. Your energy, your focus is not in it. So let's keep going. It's very, very important that you stop during the day several times. Take that deep breath through the nose. Make sure you're breathing through your nose, not mouth breathing, okay? Breathing through the nose. And make sure you're looking around and looking, saying, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. I don't like this, so I'm going to change it. But don't keep saying, oh, the future is coming, it's coming, it's coming. Because then you miss out on everything in that moment. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, we've got Two of Wands reversed, and this is, once again, this is that blind, this is almost like a blind faith. Okay, it's good to have faith. But blind faith, and what I mean by blind faith is not like you have faith in something that you can't see. Yes, I agree. That's good. That's good. That's good. I have faith, and I can't always see, you know, the spirits and whatnot. I can hear it. I can feel it. But blind faith is exactly that, being focused on the end goal and being blind to everything in between, because everything in between is where it's at. That's where that treasure lies, those in between moments. Okay, so let's get past this energy, okay, and keep on moving. Okay, this is better. Now we've got more of a masculine energy, more of a stern energy, but a very loving, compassionate energy coming through with more the wish. You know, it's the Star card. Is what are your dreams? What are your passions? What are your end goals? Okay, now that you have that end goals of what you want, what are the steps to take? And within each step, where's the blessing in each step? Because in each step to get there, there's something worthwhile, worth your time. You know, there may be a conversation, there may be a lesson learned through some of it. You never know. So it's good to have those dreams and those goals for the future, right? But make sure you're enjoying the path. Make sure you are enjoying your journey to those dreams. But don't lose them. Keep them. Be stern about them. Be stern on yourself in a very loving, compassionate way. Like, I am good enough. And when you tell yourself you're not, I am good enough. And that's what you tell yourself. I can reach for my goals, right? Let's get some moon energy up in here. Okay, we've got blue moon, believe in the impossible. And we have void of course moon, nothing will come of this situation. So believing in the impossible is exactly the point here of this Star card energy with the Father of Cups energy. This is it doesn't matter if people tell you it's not possible, okay? Because every time you fail, you're that much closer to succeeding. You're that much closer to your dreams, right? And giving up, failure, it's not an option. Because nothing will come of it. If you go back to your comfort zone, nothing will come of it. That situation will be stale and it will remain, and it will actually have less fulfillment in it because it's something you've repeated. So it's time to step out of that and step into the Alice in Wonderland kind of thinking, you know, like 3 impossible things before breakfast, man. You know, I mean, what can you think of? It doesn't have to be possible. Would you be a pirate, sailing the seas, nice and free, salt water in your face? Would you climb Everest? Many people say it's impossible, but we know it's not, right? Would you live medieval times? The Renaissance? Oh, I love the dress and stuff back in the Renaissance era. But You know, I mean, it's good to think of those things, to believe in the impossible, to know that we, 100 years ago, almost everything we do and the way we live was thought to be impossible. But here we are. Here I am doing a reading, sensing your energy through technology. Because that's how energy works. It breaks down into particles. And time is irrelevant, right? Especially when we're talking about energy. It's just neat. And that was a concept that would have probably got me tied up, thrown in a dungeon if I would have said that 100 years ago. But it's the truth. Right? One sec. Sorry. Okay. Let me get some love energy in here. When I say love, this is relationships of all sorts, whether this is friendship, family, lover, whatever it may be to you. We have unacquitted love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Is it the relationship with your past? Is it the relationship with your comfort zone? Is it the relationship with the emotions that you're used to having run through you? Or is it someone you're dating or looking to date or in a relationship with? It's like some of you are trying to make this relationship work, and it's just not. It's just not going to, because there's not that attraction, that love, that trust. Came out as I said that. So trust is an issue. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And here's where the High Priestess comes in. She may be reversed in this, but, okay, this is where you flip that shit around and you get your intuition on point. Does it feel right to you? What you're being told, does it feel right to you? Or does it feel off? Does it feel off because of previous experiences? Or does it feel off because it just straight doesn't feel right, what you're being told? You need to listen to the gut, listen to the belly, right? But, there's those other relationships where you just have to have faith. Because remember, you're not the only one going through your awakening. Many people on this planet are, which means somebody you are in a relationship may be going through it. I'm married to a Virgo. Like, getting anything out of a Virgo, conversation-wise, is a challenge sometimes. I love you, Virgos. I love you so much. I have my Saturn in Virgo, but, conversation helps. Having those conversations, really putting it all out on the table. It makes both people in the situation able to have a better idea of what's going on. And this isn't about wasting each other's time right now, right? So it's either, do you have faith in the situation? Is it something you want to work out? Or are you holding on too tightly to something that just, like, beating, like, there's just no point, right? You need to feel it in yourself. Because what I'm getting is that I'm getting two different things for this relationship. And this could be many, there's more than one person I'm reading for right now. So, this is a general read. But some of you out there just know it's over. And then there's others that it's been a challenge, but you got to keep that faith, right? If you're in a committed relationship with somebody, then part of that commitment is to not just walk away when things get hard, but to back that person up and be there and try to understand why, they're expressing themselves in the way they are, or lack of expression for whatever, it's very important. So I definitely recommend, if you're in that situation, a conversation is called for. 100%. Okay, we're going to go with the Divine Animal Oracle. I want to get an overall, anything I'm missing here, anything that needs to be pointed out. keep that playful energy. That playful energy has kind of gone away over these last few weeks, and that needs to return. Make sure you're getting up, being active. Make sure you're meditating daily. When you first wake up, just swing your arms around a little bit, doing the whole motion, and real gentle, just to get your blood flowing. It helps tremendously. If you exercise, do yoga or anything like that, morning time is definitely a great time for that, even if it's a couple minutes. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Let's see. Somebody really needs to have a conversation with their significant other, the person they consider to be in a relationship with. Okay, there's all sorts of types of relationships. That's why I'm quoting it, because not everybody's relationship is the same, right? But I have secrets, I have links, secrets. But it's also number 2. It's balanced energy, so it's calling for that balance, right? But I'm getting that this is more secrets on your end. That's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up that it's not something you would consider a secret, but more feelings. There's feelings that you're holding back on. And I have fruit bat, flying fox, kindness, and to me, the bat always reminds me of the hangman, which is, that very, it's an energy that sits and waits and watches. It observes, right? And so it's time to observe yourself. See what's going on with yourself. What is it that you're holding back on? Does your partner need to hear something you've got to say? Are you holding back on something? What are you holding back on? And we can flip this, right? It may be them that's holding back on emotions. When I see this as secrets and trust, I see this is that it may be that somebody's coming across like they're up to something, but in reality, it's emotions, and they're having a hard time expressing it. And so it feels like they're secrets. It feels like, they're up to something. But in reality, they just don't know how to put it out there, right? So that conversation will help tremendously. It really will. I definitely recommend it for those that are in any kind of relationship. This can simply be family. This could be between family. Somebody that you have a deep bond with. Somebody you care very much for, right? There's a conversation that needs to be had because there are secrets. There's something that's being held back. And it's emotion-wise. It's not like somebody's cheating. And it's not that kind of energy, not whatsoever. It's a very timid, shy, unsure kind of energy. Just being unsure. Like, can I tell this person how I feel? Can I tell them what I'm really thinking? Or will they turn their back and think I'm crazy? That's the energy I'm getting with this. So I need you to believe in yourself. Watch that self-talk. That self-talk is so important. Okay, remember that this trickery of the devil energy is to have you blinded by something that you're looking for. So you miss everything else. And that's where the fulfillment in life is the everyday moments. The everyday moments. If you can find beauty in one thing about your day that you're grateful for, then you're on your way. Because then the next day, you can find 2 things you're grateful for. And before you know it, you're going to start loving your own life. And that makes all the difference in the world. Because when you love yourself and you love your life and you accept that, yes, we are living in a human reality, right? So there's going to be shadows. There's going to be some negativity, right? It's not all rainbows and butterflies. But we know. We protect ourselves against that, right? We're aware of it. And when you're aware of it, you're accepting of it, you can let it go. You can move past it at that point, right? So that's very important in this conversation. Your emotions need to come to the surface and really need to be talked about. Otherwise, nothing is going to come out of this situation whatsoever. And that's what I have for you, folks. Anything else? Angels and ancestors? Angels and ancestors, any last words for my beautiful peeps that are watching this video here on YouTube? Y'all watching on YouTube? Down, down, dig it down, down, dig it down, down. Alrighty then. Let's see what we got here. Stand your ground. Mountains. Stand your ground. Okay? Against that devil energy. You are good enough. You're good enough. And you can handle this. And you can take on life. And you're going to take life by its reins. And you're going to direct it down that path that you were always meant to go down. You know, this is work that is continuous. One of you asked me how many times can we, pick our new adventure, our new life or whatever, and we are constantly doing it. We're doing it every single minute, every single moment of the day. We're choosing what timeline we're in, what path we're on, by every decision, every choice we make. You know, it affects us personally, it affects the collective, it affects those around us. So it's very important to be aware and be in your now moments. You know, it's not being blinded to the rest of the world and like, oh, everything's butterflies. It's seeing the brighter side of life. Because why walk around seeing the negative all the time? Because then you're just going to have a really shitty life. And you start looking at the beauty out there. You start appreciating more and more and more. And that's what it's about, folks. So much love. Love y'all. Missed y'all. And I'll be back. Also, I am now, once again, booking personal readings. So get a hold of me. I do many different readings. Oracle, all sorts of kind of readings. I do chakra balancing. I do the Lemurian reads. Do it all. So, alright. So much love and love yourself. Appreciate yourself.